My beloved child, hear my voice today, for I come to remind you of something deeply important. As you walk this journey of life, facing the challenges and trials that come your way, I need you to understand a powerful truth. You are stronger than you think. You may feel weak. You may have moments when the weight of your burdens feels unbearable, when the challenges seem too great, when the path ahead is shrouded in darkness. In those moments, it's easy to forget the strength I have placed within you, a strength that is far greater than you have yet realized. But hear me now, as I speak to your heart. You are not alone, and you are not without power. You are capable of far more than you know. When I created you, I didn't just give you life and send you on your way. No, I wove into your being a strength that mirrors my own. In you resides a deep well of resilience, courage, and fortitude, gifts from me that enable you to face whatever comes your way. I know that the trials of life can be overwhelming at times, and I see the tears you've cried in private, the struggles you hide behind a smile, the moments of doubt and fear that keep you awake at night. But even in your darkest moments, you are far stronger than you think. When I look upon you, I see the fullness of your potential, the infinite depth of your capacity to overcome. Every fiber of your being was crafted with purpose, with intention. You are not a fragile creation. You are not made to crumble under the weight of the world. Instead, you are designed to rise time and time again, no matter how many times life tries to knock you down. I know this because I am the one who placed that strength within you, a strength that echoes the power of the mountains, the constancy of the ocean, and the resilience of the stars that shine even in the darkest of nights. There are moments when you feel as though your world is collapsing around you, as if the pressures of life are too much to bear. I see how you worry about the future, about the unknowns that loom ahead. I see how you question whether you are enough, whether you have the strength to endure the storms that life sends your way. And in those moments, I want you to know that I am closest to you. I am there, not in a distant, unreachable place, but right beside you, my presence woven into the very air you breathe. I see you, and I understand the weight you carry, even when no one else does. But child, hear me. You are stronger than you can fathom. Think of the roots of a tree buried deep within the soil. You do not see them, but they are there, anchoring the tree through every storm. They hold it fast, drawing strength from the earth, even as the winds howl and the rains beat down. This is the kind of strength I have placed within you. It is unseen by the world, but it is there, quietly holding you up, even when you feel like you're about to fall. This strength does not come from your own efforts alone, but from the power I have placed within you, the connection you have with me. I am the source of your strength, the rock upon which you stand. There are days when you question your worth, when the voices of doubt grow louder than the truth I have spoken over you. You may feel small in the face of the world's expectations, insignificant in the grand scheme of life's challenges. But my child, you must know that you are of immeasurable value to me. Every struggle you endure is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the strength that runs through your spirit. Every battle you fight is not just a moment of survival, but a step toward the growth I have planned for you. You are not just a passive player in the story of life. You are a warrior, equipped with the armor of resilience and the sword of courage, and I walk with you into every battle. Even when you feel weak, I am strong in you. Remember that my power is made perfect in weakness. When you come to the end of your own strength, when you feel that you have nothing left to give, that is when I step in, filling the spaces where your own abilities fall short. I do not ask you to be strong on your own. I ask you to trust in the strength I have given you. There is no trial too great, no valley too deep, no mountain too high that you and I cannot face together. Your strength is not found in your perfection, but in your perseverance, in your willingness to keep moving forward, even when the way seems unclear. And do not think for a moment that I am disappointed in your struggles. I see the moments when you falter, and I do not turn away. Instead, I reach out to you with compassion and love, for I understand the path you walk. I see not only your struggles, but also the quiet victories, the times you chose hope over despair, faith over fear, love over bitterness. These moments may seem small to you, but to me they are monumental. They are the proof of the strength I placed within you. Do you remember the story of the mustard seed? Faith, even as small as a mustard seed, has the power to move mountains. The same is true of the strength within you. It may feel small at times, buried deep within the soil of your doubts and fears, but even a flicker of strength can grow into something mighty when it is nurtured by faith and trust in me. When you feel like you can no longer stand, lean into me, for I am your shelter. When the storms of life rage around you, know that you are not weathering them alone. I am your anchor in the storm, your light in the darkness, your source of unshakable strength. Remember this, my child. You are not defined by your struggles. You are defined by your resilience, by your ability to rise again and again. Each time you get back up after a fall, you prove the strength I have placed within you. Each time you face a new challenge with courage, even when fear grips your heart, you grow stronger. And with every step, I am with you, guiding you, supporting you, and reminding you that you are never alone. So when the world tells you that you are weak, when your own mind whispers lies of inadequacy, when you feel as though you cannot take another step, remember the truth I am speaking to you now. You are stronger than you think. My strength is within you, and with me, you can overcome all things. Trust in me. Trust in the strength I have given you, and you will find that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. You are my beloved child, and I take great joy in watching you grow, in seeing you discover the strength that has been within you all along. Keep going, keep trusting, and know that with me, you are unstoppable. You are stronger than you think, and I will never leave your side. You see, I did not give you a life free from challenges, because I know that strength grows in adversity. Think of the mighty oak tree, which stands tall and strong only after enduring the fiercest winds. Just as the oak's roots grow deeper when storms rage, your spirit strengthens with each trial you face. These challenges are not meant to break you. They are meant to reveal the depths of the strength I have given you. The oak tree does not fear the storm. It knows that the storm will pass, and it will stand stronger because of it. And so it is with you. Every storm you encounter, every trial that seems too much to bear, is not there to crush you, but to teach you, to deepen your roots in faith and endurance. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to grow, not just to survive, but to thrive. The winds of life may try to push you down, but within you lies a resilience, a power that only grows when it is tested. I have not placed these storms in your life without purpose. They are shaping you into the person you are meant to become. In the calm, you may not always recognize the strength I have placed within you. It is in the fire of difficulty, in the heat of trial, that your strength is revealed. Just as gold is refined in the furnace, becoming more pure and valuable through the process, so too is your spirit refined through adversity. The storms you face now are not without meaning. They are forging you into someone more resilient, more compassionate, and more capable of carrying out the purpose I have for you. I know that there are times when the weight of these challenges seems unbearable, when you feel as though you cannot continue, and the way forward is unclear. You might wonder why the road ahead seems so difficult, why the path you walk is filled with obstacles that seem insurmountable. But my child, I do not allow any trial to come to you that you are not capable of overcoming. I am with you every step of the way, even when you cannot feel me, and I will never allow you to face more than you can bear. The strength within you is far greater than you realize, and through every hardship, it is being revealed in ways you never imagined. When the storm passes and the winds die down, look back and see how far you have come. You will realize that you are not the same person you were before the trial began. You will see that your roots have grown deeper, your heart has become more steadfast, and your spirit has been refined. This is the purpose of adversity, not to weaken you, but to reveal the strength that was already there. Every challenge, every tear, every moment of doubt is building something within you that will endure long after the storm has passed. Think of the caterpillar which must struggle inside its cocoon before it can emerge as a butterfly. Without that struggle, its wings would never grow strong enough to fly. In the same way, the struggles you face are not hindrances to your growth. They are the very means by which you will soar. I am using every trial to shape you, to strengthen your wings so that you may rise above what once seemed impossible. Your life is not meant to be free from hardship, because it is through these moments that you will come to know the fullness of the strength I have placed within you. There are days when you may feel like giving up, when the pain and confusion seem too much to bear. But do not lose heart, my child. Even in those moments when you feel weakest, I am working within you. The strength I have given you is not one that fades in times of trouble. It shines brightest in the darkness. The depth of your strength is measured not by how easy life is, but by how you rise in the face of difficulty. The very trials that seem to threaten your peace are the ones that will reveal the depth of your inner strength, the strength that I have woven into your soul. Remember, you are never alone in your struggles. I am always with you, holding you up when you feel like falling, guiding you when the path is unclear, and providing you with the courage to keep moving forward. I know the desires of your heart, and I know the challenges you face. Nothing you go through is unseen by me. Each trial, though it may feel overwhelming, is an opportunity to trust in me more deeply, to lean into the strength I have given you, and to discover that you are far more resilient than you ever believed. And as the mighty oak tree grows stronger through every storm, so too will you. You will stand tall after each battle, not in spite of the winds, but because of them. With every hardship you are growing, not just in strength, but in wisdom, compassion, and understanding. You are learning what it means to rely on me, to find your strength in me, and to trust that I will carry you through. Do not fear the storms of life, for they are not here to destroy you. They are here to show you what you are made of. They are here to remind you that the strength I have placed within you is greater than any challenge you may face. You are not created to live a life of ease, but to grow through the trials, to rise through adversity, and to become a reflection of my strength and love in this world. When the winds rage and you feel overwhelmed, remember that this moment is not the end of your story. It is a chapter, a part of your journey, but it does not define you. What defines you is how you choose to rise, how you choose to lean on the strength I have given you, and how you continue to walk forward in faith, even when the way is difficult. I have created you to be strong, not because life is easy, but because with me, you can overcome anything. The oak tree does not stand tall because it has never faced a storm. It stands tall because it has faced many and has grown stronger with each one. And so it will be with you. The challenges you face today are preparing you for the victories of tomorrow. The strength you are building now will carry you through every season of life, equipping you for even greater things. Trust in this process. Trust in me, and know that every trial is shaping you into the person you are meant to be. So take heart, my beloved child. The storms you face are not there to defeat you. They are there to show you just how strong you truly are. And with each challenge you will rise stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. This is my promise to you. You are never alone, and you are far stronger than you think. There is a strength in you that is not just physical, not just of the mind, but of the spirit. It comes from the connection you have with me. In moments when you feel like you cannot go on, I am with you, and it is in those moments that I am closest. My child, in your weakest moments, my strength is made perfect in you. You see, the strength I have placed within you is not dependent on how you feel. It does not waver with the changing tides of emotion, nor does it diminish in times of hardship. It is rooted in something far greater than the circumstances of your life. This strength flows from the very core of your being, from the part of you that is eternally connected to me. It is a divine strength, a reflection of my own power and love living within you. There will be days when your physical strength fails you, when your mind is clouded by doubt and fatigue. In those moments when you feel as though you cannot take another step, remember that the strength of your spirit is still there, unshaken and unwavering. It is in those moments of weakness that you are most receptive to my presence. For when you come to the end of your own strength, you make room for mine. My child, I do not ask you to carry the weight of the world on your own shoulders. I am here to bear it with you, and when you can no longer stand, I will carry you. Think of the moments in your life when you felt most vulnerable, when the trials you faced seemed insurmountable. In those moments, did you not find that something within you stirred? A quiet whisper of hope, a gentle nudge to keep going, even when you thought you had nothing left to give. That was my strength, rising up within you. It is in your moments of greatest weakness that you are most open to the power I have placed inside of you, the strength that transcends the limitations of the body and the mind. When you face the inevitable challenges of life, remember that you are not defined by your weaknesses or your failures. You are defined by the spirit within you, the spirit that I breathed into you when you were formed. This spirit is a reflection of my own essence. It is pure, eternal, and unbreakable. The world may try to tell you that you are not enough, that you are too weak or too flawed to overcome the obstacles before you. But I tell you this, the spirit I have placed within you is more powerful than anything you will ever face. It is not limited by the boundaries of the physical world, for it is connected to me, the source of all strength and life. There are times when the weight of your burdens may cause you to stumble, when the voices of fear and doubt grow loud in your mind. In those moments, it is easy to believe that you are alone, that no one understands the depth of your struggle. But my beloved child, I see you. I know the battles you fight, both seen and unseen. I know the heaviness that you carry in your heart, the silent pain that no one else can see. And I am with you. In your darkest hour, when you feel that all hope is lost, I am right there beside you, closer than your very breath. When you feel that you cannot go on, I am not just watching from a distance. I am actively working within you, sustaining you with a strength that you may not even realize is there. My strength is not loud or forceful. It is quiet, like the stillness of the dawn. It fills the empty spaces within you, fortifying you from the inside out. You may not always feel it, but it is there, like the roots of a tree that hold firm beneath the surface, even when the storm rages above. My strength is made perfect in your weakness because it is in those moments that you are most willing to rely on me. When you come to the end of yourself, when you let go of the need to be strong on your own, that is when I can step in and show you just how powerful my strength truly is. It is in surrendering your weakness to me that you allow my strength to flow through you, lifting you up and carrying you through even the darkest of times. Do not be afraid to lean on me, to cry out to me in your moments of need. I am not distant or unreachable. I am always near, always ready to give you the strength you need to continue. When you feel overwhelmed by the weight of life's challenges, remember that you are not meant to carry them alone. I am your refuge, your shelter, your source of unshakable strength. You are not a burden to me. I delight in being your strength. I take joy in walking beside you, in holding you up when you are too weary to stand on your own. My child, you are never too weak, never too broken, never too far gone for my strength to reach you. No matter how deep the valley, no matter how fierce the storm, I am with you, and my strength is more than enough to see you through. When you feel that you cannot take another step, remember that I am carrying you. When your heart is heavy with sorrow, know that I am with you, sharing in your pain, comforting you with my love. When your mind is filled with doubt, trust that my strength will guide you, giving you the clarity and courage to face whatever lies ahead. The connection you have with me is the source of your strength, and that connection is unbreakable. Nothing in this world, no trial, no hardship, no fear, can separate you from my love or my strength. When you feel weak, remember that I am strong. When you feel lost, remember that I am your guide. When you feel like giving up, remember that I am with you, always. So do not be afraid of your moments of weakness, for it is in those moments that you will come to know the fullness of my strength. You are never alone, and you are never without the power to overcome. My strength is made perfect in you, and with me by your side, there is nothing you cannot face. Take heart, my beloved child, for you are stronger than you think. You are not defined by your weaknesses, but by the spirit within you, a spirit that reflects my own. And in your weakest moments, I am closest, lifting you up with a strength that is greater than anything this world can offer. Trust in me, lean on me, and you will find that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. But understand this, my child. Sometimes the way forward doesn't look like what you expect. Just as the Israelites stood on the shore, unable to imagine how they could escape, so too may you face situations where the solution seems hidden or even impossible. You may look at your circumstances and see nothing but obstacles, barriers so large and overwhelming that they eclipse any hope of deliverance. But I tell you this, the same power that parted the Red Sea lives within you through me. The same divine strength that turned a hopeless situation into a miraculous victory is available to you in every moment of your life. When you feel that there is no way out of your troubles, trust in me. Remember, the Israelites could not have fathomed how I would deliver them. Their minds could not grasp the magnitude of the miracle that was about to unfold. In their human understanding, they saw only danger, only an impassable sea before them and an enemy at their back. But I'm not confined to human understanding. I work in ways that are beyond your comprehension, and I am capable of doing the impossible, things you could never foresee or plan. Your troubles may seem like a sea before you, deep and wide, stretching out with no end in sight. They may feel like they are closing in, pressing on you from every side, threatening to overwhelm you. But my child, I ask you to shift your focus. Do not fix your eyes on the impossibility of your situation. Instead, fix your eyes on me, the one who makes the impossible possible. Where you see no escape, I see a path forward. Where you see chaos, I am working to bring peace. Where you feel abandoned, I am standing right beside you, preparing the way for your deliverance. The Red Sea did not part because the Israelites were strong or because they had the perfect strategy. It parted because they trusted in me, even when their situation seemed hopeless. In the same way, I ask you to trust in me, to lay down your fears and anxieties and place them in my hands. You may not always understand how I will work things out, but you must remember that I am always working for your good. My power is not diminished by the size of the challenge you face, nor by the depth of the fear in your heart. In fact, it is in your moments of greatest fear, when all seems lost, that I am often preparing to reveal my greatest works. I am capable of making the impossible possible. Just as I parted the sea for the Israelites, I can part the seas in your life, the obstacles that seem immovable, the difficulties that feel too heavy to bear. Trust in me, for I have the power to change your circumstances in ways you cannot imagine. Sometimes the miracle is not that the obstacle is removed, but that you are given the strength and grace to rise above it, to walk through it with confidence and peace, knowing that I am with you every step of the way. There will be times when the solution does not come in the way or the timing you expect. There may be moments when the path I make for you requires you to step forward in faith, even when the way ahead is unclear. But know this, I will never leave you, and I will never forsake you. I will guide you, even through the most difficult trials, and I will provide for you in ways you never thought possible. When the Israelites stepped into the parted sea, they did not know what the next step would bring, but they trusted me, and I delivered them. I ask you to do the same, to step forward in faith, even when you do not see the full picture. You may feel as though you are standing on the edge of the unknown, with no way forward, but I am the God who makes a way in the wilderness, who brings rivers in the desert. I will provide for you, and I will make a path, even in the most impossible of circumstances. Do not let fear paralyze you. Fear was present when the Israelites stood before the Red Sea, but faith carried them through. Faith in me. It is the same faith that I ask of you now. Do not be consumed by the size of your problem. Instead, be reminded of the greatness of your God. The seas that threaten to drown you are nothing before my power. The walls that seem to close in around you can crumble with a word from me. There is no situation too difficult, no problem too complex, no enemy too powerful for me. The path I create for you may not always be easy, and it may not always make sense from where you stand, but trust that I see the bigger picture. I know the way forward, and I am leading you even when the journey feels uncertain. Trust that I am working behind the scenes in ways that you cannot see, orchestrating events for your good and for your growth. What seems like an impasse today will one day be part of your testimony, proof of my faithfulness, a reminder of the ways I delivered you when all seemed lost. The Red Sea was not just an obstacle, it became a testament to my power and faithfulness. And in the same way, the challenges you face now can become part of the story I am writing in your life, a story of triumph, resilience, and my unfailing love for you. Trust in me, my child, for I am the God of the impossible, and I delight in making a way for you, even in the most impossible situations. So when you find yourself at the edge of the sea, with your troubles pressing in behind you and no clear way forward, remember this: I am with you. I have never left you, and I never will. I am working on your behalf, even now. And just as I parted the waters for the Israelites, I will part the waters in your life. Trust in me, and you will see the impossible become possible. You will see my power, my love, and my faithfulness in ways that will leave you in awe. And think of David, a mere shepherd boy, facing the giant Goliath. In the eyes of the world, he was weak and unprepared for battle. He was not a seasoned warrior, nor did he possess the armor, weapons, or stature that others would have deemed necessary to defeat such a foe. Goliath towered over him, armed with a spear and shield, and filled with arrogance born from countless victories. To the onlookers, David's chances seemed laughable. A boy, with nothing but a sling and 5 smooth stones, stepping into the battlefield against a giant. Fear and doubt swirled around him as even his own people questioned his ability to succeed. But David's true strength did not come from physical might or military skill. His courage was not drawn from the weapons in his hand, but from the unwavering faith he carried in his heart. David did not see Goliath through the lens of fear. He saw him through the eyes of faith, knowing that no giant, no matter how imposing, could stand against me. His confidence was rooted in his knowledge of who I am, the God of Israel, the God who had delivered his people before and who would deliver them again. David knew that I was with him, and that truth alone made him stronger than any giant. As David stepped onto the battlefield, it wasn't with the hesitation of one uncertain in their abilities. It was with the boldness of a heart that trusted completely in my power. David knew that this battle wasn't his to fight alone. It was mine. And because he placed his trust in me, I gave him the strength, precision, and courage to stand before Goliath and claim victory. With a single stone guided by my hand, David brought down the giant that no one else dared to face. His victory wasn't just a personal triumph, it was a testament to the power of faith, a reminder to all who witnessed it that I am greater than any foe you could ever encounter. My child, I say to you today, you too will face giants in your life. They may not be physical giants like Goliath, but they are no less intimidating. You may face giants of fear, towering over you with whispers of failure and inadequacy. You may face giants of doubt, sowing seeds of uncertainty in your heart, making you question your worth and your abilities. You may face giants of anxiety and uncertainty about your future, casting long shadows over the path ahead, making you feel small and powerless. But I want you to know this: just as David faced his giant with faith in me, so can you. You are not fighting these battles alone. The giants you face may seem impossible to defeat. They may loom large in your mind, filling you with dread and making you feel as though you cannot possibly overcome them. But remember what David knew: no giant is greater than I am. No fear, no doubt, no obstacle is too great for me to overcome. When you stand in faith, trusting in my strength, those giants begin to lose their power. They may still be present, but they no longer dictate your future. They no longer have the authority to keep you paralyzed, because you have the same power that carried David into victory living within you. You are not fighting alone. I am with you in every battle, just as I was with David. I see the giants that you face, the struggles that weigh on your heart, the battles that feel overwhelming, the fears that keep you awake at night. I know that there are days when you feel small, unprepared, and ill-equipped to handle what lies before you. But I want you to know this: your strength does not come from the tools you have or the skills you possess. It comes from me. And with me by your side, there is no giant too great, no challenge too formidable, no battle too overwhelming. David's victory over Goliath was not about physical strength. It was about faith. Faith that I am who I say I am. Faith that I will fulfill my promises. Faith that even in the face of impossible odds, I am able to do immeasurably more than you can ask or imagine. That same faith can carry you through whatever you are facing now. The same strength that helped David to stand before his giant is available to you. All you need to do is trust in me, as David did, and step forward in faith. Do not be discouraged by the size of the giants in your life. They may seem large, but I am greater. They may seem powerful, but I am stronger. Whatever you are facing, whether it's a fear that won't let go, a doubt that won't stop whispering, or a situation that feels hopeless, know that I am with you, and I am more than enough to carry you through it. Your battles may feel personal, but you are never alone in them. Just as I guided David's hand, I am guiding you, giving you the strength and courage to face your challenges with confidence. Think of how the people around David must have felt as they watched him walk into that battlefield. They likely thought he was foolish, naive, perhaps even reckless. But David wasn't swayed by their doubts or fears. His heart was focused on me. He trusted that I would deliver him, and that was enough. In your own life, there may be voices of doubt, both from within and from those around you. People may question your ability to overcome your challenges. You may even question yourself. But like David, I ask you to keep your eyes on me. Do not be distracted by the doubts or the fears. Do not let the size of your giant overshadow the size of your faith in me. When David walked onto that battlefield, he wasn't walking alone. I was with him. And as you face the giants in your life, you are not walking alone either. I am with you. My strength is within you. The battle is not yours to fight alone. It is mine. And I am more than capable of giving you victory. The giant may be real, but so is my power. The obstacle may be great, but so is my ability to overcome it. So today, I remind you, as I reminded David all those years ago, you are not fighting alone. The same strength that carried David to victory will carry you through whatever you are facing. Have faith, my child, for I am with you. You are stronger than you know, because you are not relying on your own strength but on mine. And with me, nothing is impossible. Step forward in faith. The giants in your life may seem daunting, but remember, they are no match for me. Keep your eyes on me, and I will guide you through every battle, just as I guided David. The victory is already yours, not because of your might, but because of your faith in me. Together, we will conquer every giant, and you will emerge stronger, braver, and more certain of the power that resides within you through me. You may look at others and feel small, as if your struggles are greater or your abilities are lesser. It's easy to compare yourself to those around you, to see others who seem to have it all together, who seem stronger, more capable, or more successful, and feel inadequate in comparison. You might wonder why your path seems harder, why your challenges seem more overwhelming, or why you don't possess the same gifts as others. But I ask you not to compare your path to that of others. Your journey is unique, and your strength is tailored to the challenges you face. Just as I have created every person with a different purpose, I have given you your own unique path, filled with its own trials and victories. What you see in others, their strength, their gifts, their apparent ease in life, is only a small part of their story. You do not know the fullness of their journey, just as they do not know the fullness of yours. What may seem effortless for them may come with struggles that you cannot see, just as your own journey may be misunderstood by those who only see the surface. But I want you to know this: I have not created you to walk someone else's path. I have created you to walk your own, and I have given you everything you need to do so. Your strength is not lesser just because it looks different. It is not inferior because it may not manifest in the same way as someone else's. The trials you face, the battles you endure, are uniquely yours, and the strength I have placed within you is perfectly suited to carry you through them. You may not always see it, but you are equipped with everything you need for the challenges ahead. I have designed you with purpose, and every hardship you face is preparing you for something greater. Imagine a tree growing deep in a forest. Each tree grows differently according to its environment. Some grow tall and straight, while others twist and bend to reach the sunlight. But each tree is shaped by the unique challenges it faces, whether it's strong winds, rocky soil, or lack of light. And so it is with you. Your strength is being shaped by the trials you endure. The difficulties in your life are not random or without purpose. They are forging within you the resilience, wisdom, and character that will carry you through the challenges ahead. The struggles you face today are not meant to diminish you. They are meant to grow you. They are preparing you for the greater things that I have in store for your life. You may not see it now, but every trial is a stepping stone, leading you toward the person you are becoming. Just as a piece of iron is shaped by the fire, so too are you being refined by the difficulties you encounter. The heat of your struggles may feel intense, but it is in this very process that your strength is revealed. Do not envy the paths of others, for you do not know what they must endure to walk them. And do not dismiss the significance of your own journey, for I have crafted it with care and intention. Your battles may seem overwhelming at times, but I promise you that they are not in vain. Every moment of hardship, every challenge you face, is working together for a purpose far greater than you can see right now. You are not being tested beyond what you can bear, for I have already equipped you with the strength, the wisdom, and the courage to overcome. Trust that I know what lies ahead, even when the path seems uncertain to you. I see the road that you are on, and I know every twist, every turn, and every challenge that awaits. I am not sending you into these trials unprepared. I have been with you from the beginning, and I am already working within you to give you the tools you need to face what's ahead. Your strength may not always be apparent to you, but it is there, waiting to be revealed as you step forward in faith. Remember that your journey is not a race against others. It is not about how quickly you can overcome or how easily you can navigate life's obstacles. It is about the growth that happens along the way. Every step you take, every challenge you face, is part of the process of becoming the person I have created you to be. Do not rush through this process or despise the difficulties that come your way, for they are the very things that will prepare you for the greater purpose I have for you. I have equipped you for the battles ahead, but more than that, I am walking with you through them. You do not have to rely on your own strength alone, for my strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel that you cannot go on, when the weight of your struggles seems too much to bear, remember that I am with you, and I am sustaining you. You are not alone in this journey. I am guiding you step by step, even when the way is hard, even when the road is long. The trials you face today are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of something greater. They are preparing you for victories you cannot yet see, for breakthroughs that are on the horizon. Every moment of perseverance, every time you choose to keep going even when it's difficult, is shaping you into the person you are destined to become. Do not lose heart, for your strength is growing with each passing day. And when you feel weary, when you feel as though you are not strong enough to face the battles ahead, come to me. Let me remind you of the strength I have placed within you. Let me refresh your spirit and renew your courage. You were never meant to walk this path alone, and I will never leave your side. So I ask you, my child, to trust in the process. Trust that the challenges you face are not without purpose. Trust that the strength I have given you is more than enough. You may not see it now, but the trials of today are preparing you for the victories of tomorrow. Keep your eyes on me, and I will lead you through every battle. And know this, no matter how great the challenge, no matter how overwhelming the struggle, you are equipped, you are capable, and you are stronger than you think. Your path may be unique, but it is not unknown to me. I see every step, and I am preparing you for the greatness that lies ahead. Trust in me, Trust in the strength I have given you, and you will find that you are ready for whatever comes your way. There will be moments when fear whispers in your ear, telling you that you are not enough, that you are weak, that you cannot overcome. Fear is subtle, often creeping in when you are tired, when life's challenges seem relentless, or when you feel isolated and unsure of your path. It speaks in the quiet moments, planting seeds of doubt, reminding you of past failures, highlighting your shortcomings, and convincing you that you are not capable of withstanding the storms ahead. It thrives in uncertainty and makes you question your worth and ability. But I tell you now, fear is not your master. Fear does not define who you are, nor does it have the authority to dictate your future. I did not create you to live in fear. I did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. This is the truth I want you to hold on to, especially in those moments when fear feels overwhelming. You are not meant to be paralyzed by doubt or shackled by anxiety. Fear may knock at your door, but it is not your guide. It does not have the final say over your life. You may feel afraid, but that does not mean you are powerless. Fear may tell you that you are weak, but the strength I have placed within you is far greater than any fear that comes against you. You are not meant to live under the weight of fear's lies. When it whispers that you are not enough, I want you to remember that in me, you are more than enough. When fear tells you that you will fail, I remind you that I am with you, and I will not let you fall. When fear tells you that the challenges ahead are too great, I want you to know that I am greater still. In your weakest hour, when fear feels like a heavy burden pressing on your heart, call out to me, and I will be your strength. Do not fight these battles alone. I have never asked you to carry the weight of fear on your own. When the waves of life seem too high and you feel like you are sinking beneath them, call out my name. Just as Peter walked on the water toward me but began to sink when he looked at the waves, so too may fear cause you to falter. But I reached out to Peter, and I will reach out to you. I will lift you up and steady you. When you feel as though you are about to break, lean on me, and you will not falter. There will be times when life feels overwhelming, when the weight of your responsibilities, your struggles, or your grief seems too much to bear. You may feel as though you are at the end of your strength, as though one more step would break you. But I am here, not as a distant observer, but as your rock, your refuge, and your ever-present help in times of trouble. Lean into me. Let me bear the weight that feels too heavy for you. Let me be your strength when you have none left to give. Remember, you are never alone in your struggles. Fear may try to convince you that you are isolated, that no one understands what you are going through, but I am always with you. I see the battles you fight, both the ones others can see and the ones that are hidden deep within your heart. And in every battle I am fighting alongside you. When you feel like you are on the verge of breaking, I will sustain you. When your heart feels like it is shattering, I will heal you. When your mind is filled with doubt and anxiety, I will bring you peace. Fear wants you to forget who you are and who I am. It wants to make you believe that you are too small, too weak, too flawed to overcome the challenges ahead. But I created you with power, love, and a sound mind. You are not defined by the size of your fears. You are defined by the strength I have placed within you. You are not called to live in timidity, but in courage. And that courage does not come from your own abilities alone. It comes from your faith in me. When fear tries to rob you of peace, I will be your refuge. When it tries to steal your joy, I will remind you of the blessings I have given you. When it tries to paralyze you, I will give you the courage to move forward. I do not promise that you will never feel afraid, but I promise that fear does not have to rule over you. It may come, but it does not have the power to stay. For my power within you is greater than any fear you face. Fear thrives on lies, but I speak truth. And the truth is this: you are not weak, you are not defeated. You are my beloved child, and I have equipped you with everything you need to overcome. You may feel uncertain about the future, but I have already gone before you. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. When fear tells you that the future is uncertain, I tell you that your future is secure in me. Do not be afraid to lean on me. Do not think that your struggles are too small or too great for me to handle. I care about every detail of your life, from the smallest anxieties to the greatest fears. Bring them all to me. Lay them at my feet, and let me give you peace in return. The peace I offer is not the fleeting kind that the world gives. It is a peace that transcends all understanding. It is a peace that can exist even in the midst of life's storms. It is the kind of peace that stills the restless heart and quiets the anxious mind. When fear tells you to run, I ask you to stand firm in faith. When it tells you that you are alone, I remind you that I am always with you. And when it tells you that you cannot overcome, I ask you to trust in my strength, not your own. You are not fighting these battles on your own. With me, all things are possible. The fears that seem so large now will fade in the light of my presence. So, when fear whispers in your ear, turn to me. Do not let it take root in your heart. Instead, let my words fill you with courage, with hope, and with the confidence that you are not alone in this fight. My child, I am with you always, and together we will face every challenge. Lean on me when you feel weak, and I will lift you up. Trust in me, and you will not falter. Fear may come, but it will not overcome you, for I have given you a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. Hold on to that truth, and know that no matter what comes, you are stronger than you think, and with me, you are capable of overcoming anything. Remember this: the challenges you face are not meant to destroy you. Each difficulty, each obstacle, each trial that comes your way is not a signal of defeat, but rather an invitation to discover the depths of the divine strength I have placed within you. These moments, though painful and daunting, are opportunities for you to grow, to strengthen your faith, and to recognize the power that resides in you through me. They are not here to overwhelm you, they are here to refine you. In the midst of adversity, it can feel as though the weight of the world is pressing down on your shoulders. You may feel like you are carrying burdens too heavy to bear, facing problems too complex to solve, or walking through valleys too dark to navigate. But know this: I have not left you to carry those burdens alone. I have not placed you in the fire of trial without offering you the strength to endure it and the grace to emerge from it even stronger than before. You are never alone in your struggles. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to tap into the divine reservoir of strength, resilience, and faith that I have given you. You see, my child, I know every challenge you will face. I know every trial that lies ahead, and I have already gone before you. I have already paved the way for your victory, even when you cannot see it yet. When life becomes hard and overwhelming, I ask you to trust in me. Trust that I have already overcome the world. The struggles you face now are not greater than my power, and they are not outside of my control. I have already conquered everything that could ever come against you, and because of that, you can stand in the assurance that I am with you every step of the way. When life feels like it is closing in on you, and the waves of anxiety, fear, and uncertainty rise, I ask you to remember this: I am greater than any storm. I am stronger than any struggle. There is nothing that you will face that I have not already seen and prepared you for. My strength is made perfect in your weakness, and when you feel like you are on the brink of breaking, that is when I am closest to you. When the weight of your burdens feels unbearable, I ask you to do something that goes against what the world teaches. Bring them to me. Do not carry them alone, for you were never meant to. I am here to carry you through every trial. I am not just watching from afar, waiting for you to figure it out on your own. I am here, right beside you, ready to lift the burdens from your shoulders and give you rest. When you are weary, when your heart feels heavy and your mind is clouded with worry, come to me. Let me be your refuge, your source of strength, and your peace in the storm. I am not a distant God who is indifferent to your pain. I see you, I know your heart, and I care deeply about every struggle you face. The challenges you encounter are not meant to crush your spirit. They are not meant to break you down beyond repair. Instead, they are meant to draw you closer to me. They are opportunities for you to lean into my strength, to trust in my promises, and to remember that I am in control. You do not have to carry the weight of the world on your own shoulders. When you try to do so, it only leads to exhaustion, frustration, and despair. But when you release those burdens to me, you will find rest for your soul. You will find that my yoke is easy and my burden is light. I did not create you to struggle through life alone. I created you to walk with me, hand in hand, through both the joys and the trials. I want you to trust me with the burdens that feel too heavy, the problems that seem unsolvable, and the pain that feels unhealable. Trust me with your fears and uncertainties, and I will carry them for you. When you feel like you cannot take another step, lean on me, and I will carry you. When you feel lost, let me guide you. When you feel weak, let my strength fill you. There will be moments in life when it feels like everything is falling apart. You may feel like you are drowning in the demands of the world, overwhelmed by responsibilities, heartbreak, or loss. But in those moments, I want you to pause and remember that you are not alone. I am with you. I have always been with you, and I will never leave you. The world may tell you to push through on your own, to bear your burdens in silence, to pretend that you are strong enough to handle it all. But I tell you this, you do not have to bear it alone. When the load feels too heavy, bring it to me. Lay it at my feet, and let me lift the weight from your heart. You were never meant to be self-sufficient. You were never meant to rely solely on your own strength. That is why I am here, to be your refuge, your shelter, and your source of hope when life feels overwhelming. Do not be afraid to come to me with your worries, your fears, and your struggles. I am always here, ready to listen, ready to help, and ready to carry you through. I am not disappointed in your struggles. I do not look at your pain and think less of you. Instead, I am filled with compassion and love for you, for I know how difficult this world can be. I know the burdens you carry, and I know how much you long for relief, and I am here to offer you that relief. I am here to take your burdens upon myself so that you can find rest in me. The challenges you face are not meaningless. They are not random or without purpose. Each one is shaping you, growing you, and preparing you for the greater things that I have in store for your life. Even when you cannot see it, I am working behind the scenes, turning your trials into triumphs, your pain into purpose, and your struggles into strength. I am refining you like gold in the fire, so that you can emerge from these trials stronger, more resilient, and more deeply rooted in your faith. So, my child, when life becomes hard and overwhelming, do not despair. Do not let the weight of the world crush your spirit. Instead, trust in me. Bring your burdens to me, and I will carry you through them. You are not meant to walk this path alone. I am with you, now and always, ready to give you the strength you need to face whatever lies ahead. Together we will overcome every challenge, and you will come out of this stronger than you ever thought possible. Rest in my promise. I have already overcome the world, and because of that, you too can overcome anything that comes your way. Trust in me, lean on me, and know that I am carrying you through every trial, every hardship, and every moment of uncertainty. You are never alone, and with me, you will find peace, strength, and victory. My beloved child, do not fear the storms of life. Do not fear the mountains that rise before you, for you are stronger than you think, not because of your own power, but because my power flows through you. With every step you take in faith, you grow stronger. With every trial you overcome, you become more resilient. Your strength is not defined by the absence of struggle, but by your ability to rise through it. Consider the eagle, soaring high above the earth. It does not escape the storm by avoiding it. Instead, it uses the very winds that threaten to overwhelm it to lift itself higher. The storm that was meant to bring it down becomes the force that carries it above the clouds into the calm and peace of the clear sky. In the same way, I want you to see your challenges not as obstacles meant to defeat you, but as opportunities to rise above, to grow, and to become stronger in spirit and character. The storms of life are inevitable. They come to all without exception. But it is not the storm that defines you. It is how you respond to it. When you face these tempests, remember that you do not face them alone. I am with you, not just beside you, but within you, empowering you to withstand the fiercest winds. The mountains that seem insurmountable are not there to block your path, but to be conquered, one step at a time. With each step you take in faith, no matter how small, you are moving closer to overcoming the obstacles before you. Do not underestimate the power of small, consistent steps taken in faith. Just as a mighty river is formed from countless tiny streams, so too is great strength built from small acts of courage and perseverance. Every time you choose hope over despair, every time you decide to keep going when it would be easier to give up, you are exercising and increasing the strength within you. These choices may seem insignificant in the moment, but they accumulate, building a reservoir of resilience that will sustain you through even the greatest challenges. I want you to know that your struggles are not a sign of weakness or failure. They are a natural part of the journey toward growth and fulfillment. Just as muscles must be challenged to grow stronger, your spirit is fortified through the trials you endure. Embrace these opportunities to grow, knowing that each one is shaping you into the person you are meant to be. Your character is being refined, your faith deepened, and your capacity for compassion and understanding expanded. When you feel overwhelmed, remember that even the tallest mountains are climbed by taking one step at a time. Do not focus on the enormity of the challenge, but on the next step you need to take. I am lighting your path, guiding your footsteps, and ensuring that you have everything you need to succeed. Trust in my guidance, and do not be afraid to lean on me when the journey becomes difficult. I am your constant companion, your ever-present help in times of trouble. It is also important to recognize that true strength is not about never feeling fear or doubt, but about moving forward despite them. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision that something else is more important than that fear. Let your faith in me and the purpose I have for your life be greater than any doubts that try to hold you back. Remember that I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Surround yourself with reminders of my promises. Let my words be a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. Meditate on them day and night, so that when challenges arise, your first response is grounded in faith and not in fear. Speak words of life over your circumstances, declaring victory even before you see it manifested. Your words have power, and when they align with my truth, they can move mountains. I have also placed people in your life to support and encourage you. Do not isolate yourself during times of struggle. Reach out to those who can stand with you in faith, who can lift you up when you feel weak, and who can remind you of the strength that lies within you. There is great power in unity and fellowship. Together, you can overcome obstacles that might seem impossible to face alone. Remember the story of the small seed planted in the dark soil. It must push through layers of earth, stretching toward the light it cannot yet see. The pressure and darkness are necessary for its growth. Without them, the seed would remain dormant, never realizing its potential to become a mighty tree. Similarly, the pressures you face are not meant to bury you, but to prompt you to grow, to reach upward toward the light of my love and wisdom. Do not be discouraged by setbacks or failures. They are not indicators of defeat, but stepping stones toward success. Each one teaches you valuable lessons and brings you closer to the fulfillment of your purpose. Failure is not falling down, it is refusing to get back up. As long as you continue to rise, you are moving forward. I am here to help you back to your feet each time you stumble. In times of uncertainty, focus on what you know to be true. I am unchanging, and my promises stand firm forever. I have plans for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. When everything around you seems unstable, anchor yourself in this truth. Let it be the foundation upon which you build your life. Your strength is also found in gratitude. Even in the midst of trials, there is always something to be thankful for. Cultivating a heart of gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in your life. It opens your eyes to the blessings that surround you and reinforces your trust in my provision. Gratitude is a powerful tool that can transform your perspective and renew your spirit. Take time to rest in my presence. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to become weary, but rest is essential for renewing your strength. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. In these moments of quiet reflection, I will restore your soul, rejuvenate your spirit, and prepare you for the journey ahead. Do not neglect this vital aspect of maintaining your strength. Lastly, remember that your life is a testament to others. As you navigate your own challenges with faith and resilience, you become a beacon of hope for those around you. Your ability to overcome inspires others to believe that they too can face their own mountains. In this way, your strength multiplies, extending beyond yourself and impacting the lives of many. So, my beloved child, lift your eyes to the hills. Where does your help come from? Your help comes from me, the maker of heaven and earth. I will not let your foot slip. I who watch over you will not slumber. Trust in me with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge me, and I will make your paths straight. Do not fear the storms, for they will pass. Do not be intimidated by the mountains, for they can be moved. Stand firm in the knowledge that you are not alone, that you are empowered by a strength beyond measure, and that with me, all things are possible. You are stronger than you think, and together we will conquer every challenge that comes your way. Embrace each day with confidence and hope. Let your heart be filled with peace, knowing that I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Your journey is just beginning, and the best is yet to come. Walk boldly into your future, my child, for you are loved, you are cherished, and you are infinitely stronger than you realize. So now, as you move forward, remember these words. You are stronger than you think. When the world tells you that you are not enough, when doubt creeps into your heart, when fear threatens to overwhelm you, remember that my strength is within you. I have placed a power in you that nothing in this world can take away. You are stronger because I am with you, and with me all things are possible. No trial is too great, no burden too heavy, no mountain too high, and no valley too deep. I walk with you in every season, in every storm, and in every battle. And when you feel that you cannot go on, remember, you do not walk alone. Lean on me, trust in me, and you will find that you have more strength than you ever imagined. Rise up, my beloved child. The strength you seek is already within you. Keep pressing forward, for I have great plans for your life, plans to give you hope and a future. You are not defeated. You are not broken. You are a child of mine, filled with strength, power, and purpose. Go now and face the world with courage, knowing that with me you are always stronger than you think.